Oh my god, it's hot. Oh. Why did I pick the hottest day of the year to film this? Hello, DoctorBlue here. Today I thought I'll do something a little bit different and actually talk about myself for a change. But don't worry, Doctor Who will still be involved. Here is 10 Doctor Who related facts about myself that you may find interesting. Or not. Hopefully the former. So, number 1. My first episode was, drumroll please, Love and Monsters. Oh dear. It's such, I'm not going to lie, it's such a divisive episode. I totally get why everyone sees it in that way and why some reviews say it's good, some say it's bad. Personally, I liked it. I was about 9, I think, when it was first on. I think I was still too young for the programme back then, because I'll be honest, I was completely terrified of the Absorber Loft, and that whole scene where he's running after Elton at the end of the episode just terrified me. And even the next time trailer for Fear Her, I remember I saw that, and even though it was just drawings coming to life, and I think at the end of the trailer you see a kid run up to the bit of paper even though they're in it, even that scared me. So I chose not to continue watching the series then, and actually it took a whole year for me to properly become a fan, and I'll probably explain this in another video at some point, but the episode that actually made me a Whovian was Utopia, which is a very good episode. But as for my first episode, Love and Monsters, I can't help it. That's what was on when I was channel surfing. Number 2, I have a cube from The Power of 3. You might have already seen this from another video. I basically did a review of this very cube. I don't know why. I had no ideas when I was younger, okay? I just made videos on anything. Actually, I'm still doing it now. But anyway, so I'm not going to talk much about this because I've got a whole 5-minute video, I think, describing it. But it's a bit of a waste of money. This cost me about £40. I think I got this from Rubber Toe Replicas, and it's got even more scratches on it now from just general usage and holding. So I have a replica prop from one of the episodes. Number 3. I once walked past the TARDIS twice without realising. So basically, I was in year 13, I had a lot of history coursework to do, it was all to do with the Tudors, and it was Easter holidays. I begged my granddad to take me to the library because I had to get some books to write about. You had to do this whole like dissertation style essay. And so we went into the library. I was going backwards and forwards looking for books all to do with the Tudors and the Reformation. Sorry, I tell a lie. It wasn't the Tudors I had to do an essay on. It's the Reformation, when a new religion, Protestantism, that came about, in case you're interested. So anyway, I was working on that, and yeah, and I was in the library, and little did I know, right by the entrance there was a very good fan-made TARDIS. It was life-size, I think. It was just there, just casually, wasn't hidden away, and because I was so focused on looking for my Reformation books, I walked past it twice before I was like, hang on, that's the TARDIS. And at that point I begged my granddad to take a few photos of me with it. I'm putting it on the screen now so you can see. And yeah, I tried to be cool but didn't exactly work out. But no, it ended up being quite an exciting day because of that. Number 4. I am absolutely terrified of the silence. Forget the weeping angels, the silence is where it's at. So ever since their first episodes, and in fact before their first episodes, if you remember when they were seen at the end of the Series 6 trailer attached to A Christmas Carol, and even the Impossible Astronaut prequel, you see glimpses of them then, and I think it really worked as an advertising campaign because all you could see was a silhouette, and I thought that worked perfectly, and it really got me excited to be scared by them, if that makes sense. And then when you actually see them, like I still remember the first time you see the silence in The Impossible Astronaut. It's when Amy walks into the bathroom, and oh, I think that scene's brilliant. But just, they look terrifying. To this day, I don't get why people say the Daleks are the most scary Doctor Who villain, or the Weeping Angels. Weeping Angels I can sort of understand, and Daleks, I suppose, times have changed now. But in terms of the scariest looking, the Silents are definitely that. Like, oh, just the way their skin is, and the wrinkles, and the bloody long fingers, ugh. And it reminds me of Slender Man as well, which is another thing. But yeah, so I had nightmares after those episodes, so that's a good sign or bad sign, depending on if it's from my perspective or not. I'm still scared to this day, because I distinctly remember for Christmas last year, I got a Doctor Who annual, as I usually do. Now I was flicking through it, and all of a sudden, I arrive on a page that is literally just the Silent's face. I wish I had it with me now, but I've left it at my other house, so insert clip of it here. There it is. Oh. So I saw that, and nearly pooed myself. Christmas Day, and to suddenly see that, oh, that hideous face, I could not cope. Number 5. I bought Lego Dimensions purely so that I could have a Lego Peter Capaldi figure, and so that I could play the Doctor Who Lego content in the game. Yep, £100 purely for that. I actually have the figure with me here, with not one, but oh no, dropped it. Get rid of the dog hair. There he is. 2 sonic screwdrivers. Was it worth it? Hell yeah. Numero 6. I actually have my own sonic screwdriver. That was awkward. So, yeah, it's basically a pack you can get. You can get it from various websites, so I'll put a link in the description below. But I think you get a pack of 3 different Sonics. One's a brand new one, one's based on the classic series, or actually is from the classic series, and then the last one is Matt Smith's green one. And yeah, you basically, it allows you to mix and match them to make your own design. So, I'll show you mine. So that's the head of one Sonic, that has a green light inside. That's the body of one of the other Sonics, that gives off a nice blue light. So I've got a blue-green thing going on here. And then, I think that's from the same second Sonic, silver one. And then the end there is from Matt Smith's. So I'll just show you the light. Oh, so yeah, there we have it. Number 7. I cosplayed as the Raggedy Doctor at my school once. So this is what I looked like. Wearing trousers that are way too big for me. Shirt that's too big as well. But I do love the tie though. This is for all you hardcore dedicated Whovians out there. The 50th anniversary tie that David Tennant wore in Day of the Doctor. Oh, God knows how much this cost. It was probably like £40. And the rest was just second hand from eBay. But yeah, so this is what I look like. Sexy. Number 8. This one I feel really bad about. Initially, I didn't actually want the 12th Doctor to be Peter Capaldi. The worst thing is, I actually made a video of this that I was going to upload to this channel, but never did in the end, because I just didn't like it. But, yeah, here's the clip in question. So, as I just said, Peter Capaldi is the current bookie's favourite to be the 12th Doctor. Personally, I don't think he should be the 12th Doctor. And the main reason for that is he's already been in the Doctor Who universe, the Whoniverse. So the question is, do I still stand by that view? No. After seeing Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, I agree he was completely the right choice for the part. it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things that he's been in the show before, and I'm so glad that we've got him, really. Number 9, I once met Paul McGann. Wow! So he's, as of this moment, the only Doctor Who actor that I've met. Very nice man, very lovely. He was basically doing this for charity. It was a screening of the Doctor Who movie, along with the Night of... Is it called Night of the Doctor? Yeah, I think it is. The Night of the Doctor mini-episode that he did, where he regenerated into the War Doctor. And yeah, he then did a whole autographs and photo thing afterwards, and I got to meet him. Obviously, I was awkward as can be, did not know how to act at all. To be fair, he's the first celebrity I've met, and I'm an awkward person in general, so this was bound to happen. But yeah, basically he was sat at this big table with all his photos, and I was with some friends, and we didn't quite know how to go about doing things, because obviously we had to take money into account, and we basically wanted individual photos, group photos, things to be signed as well, and it was just a faff trying to take into account the massive queue that was behind us as well. And hopefully, you might have seen this video already, but I managed to get Paul McGann to say this.
Yes, these shoes fit me perfectly.
And finally, my favourite fact, number 10. Doctor Who got me an A star. In A levels, you have a thing called an EPQ, which stands for Extended Project Qualification. And essentially it's like a 5th A level you could take. You do this year-long project into something that you choose. That's the key thing with EPQ. You choose your own project, which is quite cool. This was something I wanted to do as soon as I found out about it. I was like, yeah, 5th A level, that will look good on my CV. So I signed up for it. And then in one of the first sessions, you basically have to brainstorm ideas of what your project could be. And so, just for the hell of it, just for a laugh, I was like, Doctor Who. And what started as a joke soon turned into reality. I very quickly realised I had no other burning desire to do a project on anything else, because I'm not passionate about anything as much as I am with Doctor Who. So I was like, right, I'm going for it. This is what my project's going to be. And so my title was, hang on, why is the TV series Doctor Who so important to British culture, and how has it become the longest running science fiction series of all time? So, double-barreled, 2 parts of the investigation. Really enjoyed doing it, and this is the folder for it. Again, this is something I might go into more depth about in the future, but nice highlighting there. But yeah, so it's a whole folder's worth of stuff, and it's even got, look, page dividers. And then evaluation, so that's at the very end, that's the presentation. Sorry, bear with. That is the essay. I'm so glad I did it, basically. So, there you have it. 10 Doctor Who related facts about me that hopefully you found interesting. I tried to think outside the box with it and not just do the bog standard, oh, who's my favourite Doctor, what's my favourite episode. I did want to try and give you something different, and hopefully it worked, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and like it, and if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. I've been DoctorBlue, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.